Merriam-Webster defines intellectual property as property that derives from the effort of the mind or intellect, and that could cover concepts, ideas, inventions, or works. And today, a new working group convened to help protect and preserve Native Hawaiian intellectual property. Now, joining me is Representative Darius Kila, who, along with several colleagues, introduced the bill that established the group, and the newly elected chair. Wow, not as if you're not busy enough already, Aunty. Kumu, Hula, Aunty Vicky, Holt, Takamine. Aloha, you guys.
Aloha.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Man, we should make you a regular on the show already, Aunty. You know what I'm saying? Both of you guys should be regulars. Now, can you share, Representative Kila, a little bit about the purpose of this group?
Look, in 2023, we were going through what we haven't touched on, right? And oftentimes, we are failing our Hawaiian communities on protecting them. Look, brand identity, everything, you have legal attorneys that come after folks in the thousands of dollars to go against them. But when it comes to protecting Native Hawaiian communities, culture, art, and language, who is protecting us?
Exactly.
And so we drafted this resolution, created the working group. We were supposed to start last year, but amidst the Maui wildfires, a lot of things are put on hold. But it was the priority that this interim that we prepare and start and get ready for next session.
Well, you know, I'm so happy that Aunty Vicky is here because, Aunty, you actually been on the front lines on a lot of these things, including the one that had the Aloha Poke in Chicago. And you guys actually, you had a contingent, you guys put a group together and you actually went up there, right?
We went to Chicago, to Ku'e in front of their Aloha Poke shop.
So this is really important for you because you've been doing this work for a long time, right?
So in 2003, we also convened I was with Ilio Ula Okalani Coalition, you know, the Red Dogs, and we Ku'e a lot on issues that are impacting our Native Hawaiian cultural resources. So we did a demonstration at Aloha Poke. We also took on issues and had a convening in 2003 to draft up language to start to address these issues and came up with the Pauakalani Declaration. Kumu Hula a couple years ago got together to protect the Hawaiian intellectual property rights for Hula. And a Hua Makahikina Declaration was established.
I love that because I just, you know, trying to get into the mind of some of these people who try and appropriate our culture and think it's okay to, you know, adopt or
trademark Aloha.
Trademark Aloha, yeah.
Trademark Poke.
It's and then to send
now
out
even Okina.
And Okina.
Yeah. Oh man, this is amazing. So, but I can see, like, you know, how products or fashion or they can the designers can misuse our you know, our stuff. But how are researchers and scientists, along with biotechnology corporations, misappropriating our ike or our knowledge?
Right. So GMO, the GMO you know, modification of our kalo. So we were dealing with that issues a while ago, and so we actually sued Monsanto to find out where they were doing GMO because their crops, the corn that was on Kauai, was affecting our kalo. And so those things get, and then they come back after you because if your crop, your corn, ends up having some of that GMO, then they claim that that's their property, and you owe them, even though you were not. So this happens on Molokai, this happens on Kauai, and other places where they started to do GMO. And so we were really not having any of that.
I like that's a quote. Let's quote that. Aunty.
Not having any of that. So you can't really appropriate and trademark our aloha, for example.
Right.
We share our aloha with our community and the people that come and live here, work here, and play here. But don't take that and don't think that you own it.
I love that.
Especially those people in Chicago.
And today at the working group, we talked about that the most disenfranchised communities are Native Hawaiians, but yet they have yet to see any of the financial benefit that has come from folks taking what is rightfully theirs.
Well, you know, we have so much ground to cover on this issue, and as a matter of fact, we asked Aunty Vicky to come back tomorrow because, like you said from the beginning, you've actually been a part of the ku'e, the fight. You've been standing up a lot for many years to make sure that our stuff, I just gonna put them out, our stuff is protected. So we thank you so much for coming back tomorrow. We'll continue our conversation. Representative Kila, real quick, what do you hope to see come out of this group, and how can we get the latest information on what is accomplished?
Today at the working group, it was said that this is the first time we formally have established a government to Native Hawaiian community connection locally here for Native Hawaiians to have a seat at the table in a place where oftentimes they haven't been invited to.
Right.
It is the prerogative as legislators in our Constitution to uphold and protect the rights of our Native Hawaiian communities. And so let it be that this year and forward that we continue to do that. So this report will have many ideas and policy recommendations that we can implement, but also allowing the work to continue, right? The biggest thing we always have to do is fund the work. And so looking for funding to see a way for the path to move forward, but ultimately just a chance to get involved, and with Chair Holt, who is now leading it, and they will be setting the path and setting the tone forward, because there will be a time where we would like the members of the public to comment.
All right, Representative Kila, well, you got the perfect hammer right here to find funding. Kumu, Hula, Vicky, Holt, Takamine, Representative Darius Kila, thank you guys so much, and we look forward to continuing our conversation tomorrow. Now,